Welcome to our presentation on Action Plan for Social Change. Hello everyone, my name is Abby Reeves and I am discussing this next slide. Identify a change you wish to see on campus. As a group, identify a common purpose, a needed change that applies to your organization. So starting off, college students may experience a lack of cultural exposure prior to starting school. And this lack of cultural exposure and understanding may bring a division among faculty and students. Personally, for me, I grew up in an environment, my hometown had less than 4% diversity. So when I went to my first college campus, I was pretty shocked at all of the diverse classmates that I had just because my cultural upbringing didn't have that. Moving into the next question, which is what changes could improve the above situation. So we thought of as a group that hosting monthly cultural awareness activities that are led by faculty and students could help bridge the gap of cultural understanding and lead to a more inclusive college environment. So just by creating more opportunities for exposure, students might have a better understanding of different cultures, and that could make them more accepting of the change.
Hello, I'm Roger. So part of our assignment is to connect the change that we want to this social change model that we learned throughout this course. As you can see in this diagram, the social change model speaks of three different values: the individual values, the group values, and society and community values. As a group, we discussed how did our activity fall in line with consciousness of self under individual values. What we came up with is while planning and taking part in these cultural events, each person will have an opportunity to reflect on their beliefs, their values, attitudes, and emotions. And these reflections will help to educate us about our cultural differences. This is going to be very key when creating this change at the college. And then when it comes to commitment, which is the second thing under or second category under individual values, these events would require a commitment from both faculty and students to make this successful. Our cultural awareness activities will naturally bring collaboration between faculty and students, as this will bring us closer, also heighten our understanding to create a more inclusive environment. Now, once you get individuals from multiple backgrounds working together, controversy is inevitable. So as we explore multiple cultures, there will naturally be different viewpoints discovered. Reaching a common understanding and practicing respect during these events would be a learning experience for all. And then the last category under group values is that common purpose. The goal is for faculty and students to accept each other's differences and create a more cohesive learning environment. This would minimize misunderstandings and alleviate any racial tensions that might have previously existed. And finally, to wrap up the social change model, we go into the group values under citizenship. And this is really what this whole activity that we've come together to create is all about. It's adopting a stronger understanding of multiple cultures that will create connectivity between faculty, students, and ultimately the community.
Good evening, guys. My name is Carlos Veras, and I will be answering the first two questions today. First question is, what is a realistic time frame for these changes to occur? Well, as a group, we decided that this could take a month or two to be implemented, but it will take about a year to be fully functional. After we introduce the plan to the institution at the beginning of the school year, it shouldn't take longer than a year to be working and everybody become aware of how the program works. And this is going to happen for all the levels at the school. So from the first year freshmen to the fifth year seniors, within a year, everybody should have a decent knowledge of how the program works. And who's going to help us implement this change? Well, simple. This is everyone's job, not just the people that are putting the program together, but this will fall under the administrators, the staff, and most importantly, the students, because without the students, the school can function. And so this is everyone's job to help implement this program. And for students to understand that it takes effort, as well as for educators as well, everybody should know and be aware that this is not an easy task to do, uh, but it can easily be done with some good determination to help us so we can help everyone else.
How do you plan to encourage and support those who are working with you? So as a group, we plan to encourage those who are working with us by mentoring, listening to issues, and providing quality information. Additionally, we're going to provide team building activities throughout the school that creates, hopefully, can create a bond between the students and improve their knowledge and understanding of different people. The ultimate goal with these team building activities is to create an environment where individuals feel safe interacting with different cultures and backgrounds, and also creating an area where people can ask questions that can be provided with quality information. Moving on to the next question is, how would you and others benefit if change occurred? So as the students and faculty become more culturally aware, these anthrocentric views in education slowly start to fade away. So once we get rid of those views, we can start progressing into a more redefined administration, creating better environments for learning and developing, and ultimately close the education gap with that. So thank you all for listening to this presentation, and I hope you have a blessed rest of the semester.